Different computer models will open in different ways. On this one, there is a catch which you release on the top of the box, which enables you to remove the side panel. In the foreground of this picture is the computer's power supply unit, and ultimately all power cables are fed from this original cable which passes power to the motherboard. This is the main circuit board in the computer, and all the parts of the computer connect with one another through it. At the top of the picture in the center is the heatsink. It looks a bit like a pipe organ. Its role is to cool the CPU, which carries out all the calculations for the computer and which is hidden underneath the heatsink. It has to be kept cooled to perform reliably. Several fans also help with this task. In the bottom corner we can see the two hard disks, which are the permanent storage area in the computer. They connect to the motherboard by cables. The multicolored power cable is shared by the hard drives, but they each have their own blue SATA cable which carries the data, which is written to or read from the hard drives at very fast speeds, made possible by them spinning at 5,000 or 7,000 revolutions a minute. On the right of the picture now, we can see the internal part of the blue VGA connector where it attaches to the motherboard, which carries the video signal to the monitor, and the USB connectors on the inside just above that. In the center is the graphics card CPU, or GPU, and above that is its own smaller heatsink to keep it from overheating. The standing strip along the top of the picture is the computer's memory. All programs which are running will be making use of this storage area, which unlike the hard drives is only temporary, and the information here will disappear whenever the computer is switched off. It's hard to imagine a modern computer without the ability to both read and write DVDs. This is a side view of the DVD writer removed from the computer. This view of the back of the DVD writer shows the connections which enable it to transfer data to and from the computer. Starting from the right, these connections are for the power cable, for the data cable, and then a jumper which tells the DVD whether it's the master or the slave on the cable that connects it to the motherboard. This view of our open computer shows the two DVDs sharing a cable which connects them to the motherboard and shows the handles that make it easier to disconnect the cable. Below that, the multicolored power cables can be seen. This short video clip shows a second sound card being installed into the spare PCI slot on the motherboard. Rest it on the slot, lining up the connectors so the gap is in the same place, and then push gently but firmly home to snap it into position. The short cable attaches to a plate that fits in the back of the computer. With a connector you can plug a joystick or musical instrument cable into. The Sound Blaster Audigy sound card also includes a FireWire connection for fast data transfer. The audio connectors are color-coded to make it easy to plug the right cable into the right connection. Notice the similar colors on the connections on the modem card below. You plugged your phone cable in here for an old-fashioned dial-up connection before the days of broadband. It also provides a fax connection.